Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear brother, Excellency Shafkat Mirziyoyev, President of Republic of Uzbekistan, honorable delegates from Uzbekistan and Pakistan, distinguished members from media, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon. I would start by saying that like the golden domes of Samarkand during sunrise, my dear brother, your warmth and your hospitality and your sincerity is shining brightly despite snowfall, and it is bringing enormous heat of brotherhood to our hearts, and I feel here sitting with a brother and sitting like a family. Thank you very much for your wonderful welcome accorded to me and my wonderful team. And it's not for me or for this team. It is in fact meant for 240 million people of Pakistan. Thank you very much. We are very grateful. Excellency, our two nations share a bond as enduring as the Silk Route that has long connected our lands. And most definitely, as we have mentioned in your wonderful statement, the bonds which have existed between Uzbekistan and Pakistan, they span over centuries and share a common past. And we all have read in our school days histories of iconic figures like Zahiruddin Babur, Amir Taimur, to the Sufi saints of Samarkand and Bukhara. This shared history is only the beginning. Our present day and future cooperation must also be of historic value. Excellency, it is a matter of immense pleasure for me to affirm that the relation between our two countries are moving in the right direction very positively and speedily, for which, Your Excellency, my brother, you have played a pivotal role to really strengthen these bonds and convert them into relations standing on investments and, of course, trade. And as we jointly seek to advance the existing Pakistan-Uzbekistan strategic partnership, I find you a very valuable friend and a very, very positive partner. My visit to Uzbekistan at the kind invitation of my brother is continuum of these efforts. During our stay, we have enjoyed every moment in terms of receiving very warm and very friendly comments from our brothers, your speech here at this function and your comments at our delegation level, and before that during one-on-one meeting. Those words will be remembered by all of us for all time to come, because you spoke so warmly with your heart, expressing your feelings for the people of Pakistan and your ardent desire to extend your cooperation so that both countries enter into a phase of progress and prosperity unknown till this point in time. And I want to assure you, my brother, from the deepest core of my heart, that I know you are a doer. I believe in your capacity to convert words into action. And this is not just my feeling. You have done it in a resounding manner ever since you took over the reins of this great country, our second home, Uzbekistan. As president of this country, you have transformed this society like never before. I remember when you took over back in 2016, am I right? Level of poverty at that time in this country was 42%. And today it has come down to 8%. Investment, FDI, was about $1.2 billion in 2016. Today, as 2024, it is more than $30 billion. Is it not a miracle of its own? Most definitely it is a miracle. But miracles, Excellency, do not happen through fiery speeches or articulating wonderful quotes. Miracles happen through vision, dynamism, and hard work and honesty of purpose. All these qualities are embodied in your personality. Your Excellency, I also believe in this philosophy of life, that there is no shortcut to hard work. My late father once advised both my elder brother, my leader Muhammad Nawaz Sharif. We were sitting in his living room, and I was also there, both of us. He said, I had taken over as the Chief Minister of Punjab back in 1997. And he, my brother, took over as Prime Minister of Pakistan for the second time in 1997. He said, sons, you don't belong to a political family. You're not the most intelligent people around the globe. And you're not the most hardworking people around the globe. So why is it that God has chosen you as Prime Minister and blessed Shahbaz Sharif as the Chief Minister of Punjab. He said, remember, this is nothing but infinite mercy and blessings of Allah Almighty. And the only way you can thank Him and yet not thank Him enough is through untiring efforts, blood, sweat and toil, and serve your people. And then he concluded, remember sons, testimony of hard work is given even by the birds in the jungle. So this is the lesson, Your Excellency, I learned from my father, but in you I see a very inspiring leader, and to wholeheartedly, along with my great team members sitting here and those who are in Pakistan, working hard to transform Pakistan's destiny. And there is no question about the fact that the longest journey in the world started from the first step. We have taken the first step. We are marching in the right direction. And as you rightly pointed out, and I think your commendation would serve as a source of great encouragement for my colleagues sitting here, both politicians and public servants and government officials, and back home, that how in 1 year our economy has really improved bit by bit. 1 year ago, or about 2 years ago, our inflation rate was 42%. Dar Sahib, am I right? 38 or 42? 38. Thank you for correcting me. And today, Your Excellency, month to month, in the month of January, it came down to 2.4%. Our interest rates of the banks, which were a year ago at 22%, has fallen down to 12%. Our exports are, alhamdulillah, increasing. Our IT exports, they are on the rise. And business has started moving forward. But this, Your Excellency, is just the beginning. It is just the start of the path towards economic growth. And this journey is not easy. We have been able to achieve, as you said, macroeconomic indicators, but the journey towards prosperity and progress, which you have achieved under your dynamic leadership here in Uzbekistan, is restarting in Pakistan. It's a long journey. On the way, we will find mountains and rivers. We'll have to, swim the rivers. We have to cross the mountains and plains. And nations, those who are full of vigor, who are full of commitment, and are ready to go to any extent to change the course of history, they always, Allah Almighty, always reward their efforts. That's my belief. That's our belief as a Muslim. And inshallah, I can assure you with your support and Allah Almighty's infinite mercy, Pakistan, through untiring efforts, will find its lost place in the community of nations. But only through hard work and hard work, not through sermons. Sermons are very important to be absorbed, to get lessons. But it is important to learn your lesson and then move forward. Your Excellency, today we have been able to sign some very important documents, but more importantly, we have discussed and decided our joint way forward. In economic terms, we are going to, inshallah, and achieve jointly Trans-Afghan Railway connectivity, which is going to be a game changer, not only for Pakistan and Uzbekistan, but in the entire region. And I know you are very committed to this project. I know it's your vision and baby. I want to assure you that Pakistan will play its finest role, contribution to achieve and to realize this dream project. Secondly, Your Excellency, we have discussed and decided to cooperate in the field of mines and minerals. Thirdly, Your Excellency, we have also discussed the potential of investing in each other's economic zones. And of course, Your Excellency, we have also decided to enhance our trade volume from poultry. My Commerce Minister gives me a different figure, but I will rely on your figure of $400 million to $2 billion in near future. And then, of course, we will expand our tourism, which will take people from Peshawar, Quetta, Karachi and Lahore to Bukhara and Samarkand, and people from our brothers and sisters from Samarkand and Bukhara will come to Pakistan and refresh their memories full of history about these great sites of history, of artisan, of Sufism and whatnot. I think this will be a great connection between the two countries. And I want to assure you that we will increase our flights to and fro. At the moment you have from Tashkent to Lahore, and we will connect Uzbekistan with Karachi, with Lahore, with more flights for Lahore and Quetta and Peshawar. That's how I think these great civilizations will inshallah find their true connectivity through industry, investment, agriculture, trade and culture, and finding the roots of our ancestors. Your Excellency, I will not take more of your time, but I would like to mention Pakistan fully supports and look forward to the early accession of Uzbekistan to the World Trade Organization. We also were delighted to join you, my brother, in witnessing these MOUs and agreements signing ceremony, and I hope these will be converted into reality, inshallah, sooner rather than later. We also reviewed the regional situation, particularly situation in the Middle East, and agreed that the Muslim Ummah needs to demonstrate unity at this challenging time, while emphasizing for a peaceful and stable Afghanistan as vital, I would repeat, vital for a regional connectivity and regional peace and progress. I've shared with the President, my brother Shavkat Mirziyoyev, that Afghan soil must not be allowed to be used by militant groups to attack any other country, including Pakistan. As I conclude, I reiterate Pakistan's unwavering readiness to further expand and deepen our engagement with the Republic of Uzbekistan for a lasting, mutually beneficial cooperation in the future for the prosperity of our peoples. We have also agreed that today some of the important members of our delegation will stay back in Tashkent today, and a couple of our important members would fly out from Islamabad to reach Tashkent this evening or tomorrow to take forward today's discussion, which has a very close link to our shared destiny of progress and prosperity. And they will start discussing all these areas of mutual cooperation, whether it's energy, whether it's mines and minerals, whether it's Trans-Afghan railways, tourism, energy, and so on and so forth. And then I have proposed to my brother, my very dear brother, to send a delegation to Pakistan comprising of all important areas of our mutual cooperation, and there we will have thorough discussion and crystallize our pathway, way forward in all these areas, how to achieve them with definite timelines in which a philosophy in which you believe very strongly. And then if you so desire, I will send a delegation to Tashkent or Samarkand or Bukhara, so they can also visit wonderful sites and also do business, mix business with pleasure. And then I have invited Your Excellency, my brother, to visit Pakistan, and you will see the hearts of the people of Pakistan, pumping with the hearts of the people of Uzbekistan. It's like two hearts and one soul. Let us actually show the true manifestation of this very real feelings on both sides. And then we'll start a great journey of our long-term economic, political, and cultural partnership. Finally, I would like to mention that Pakistan stands by the people of Gaza. We believe in two-state concept, independent state of Palestine, and their rights enshrined in UN Security Council resolutions. Similarly, the people of Kashmir, who have really sacrificed in the last 7 decades for their freedom, Pakistan has always supported their cause, regardless of how the weather is, undaunted by the sultry weather. We have always supported them. We will keep supporting them till they have achieved their. Your Excellency, finally I'd like to thank you very much for your very warm and exceptional hospitality. And this warmth we will carry not only to the Tashkent airport while it is snowing, not only to Islamabad, but this warmth will keep warming our souls for all time to come. Pakistan, Uzbekistan, friendship, Zindabad.